The silent rule burglars follow, why certain homes are untouchable. Most break-ins are decided in seconds, not hours. Long before a door is tested or a window is touched, the choice is already made. Some houses quietly repel trouble the way fire repels cold. And honestly, no lens, app or blinking red light is involved. Here's the first secret most people miss. Burglary is not bold, it's cautious, always has been. From frontier towns to industrial cities, thieves survived by avoiding resistance. They didn't want fights, they didn't want attention, and they absolutely didn't want uncertainty. The easiest target always won. Homes that never get broken into tend to broadcast one simple message. This place is inconvenient, not dangerous, not armoured, just annoying enough to skip. That logic hasn't changed in hundreds of years. Cameras watch. Predictability invites. A house that runs like clockwork is easier to read than one that feels alive. Same lights, same hours, same silence, same empty feeling at night. Historically, thieves learned routines before they ever stole. When smoke stopped rising from chimneys, when doors stopped opening at dawn, when footsteps vanished. The safest homes didn't hide. They shifted, lights changed, sounds appeared unexpectedly. Small signs of presence disrupted the pattern. That uncertainty mattered more than force. A home that feels watched by people, not devices, creates hesitation. And hesitation is the enemy of crime. One of the oldest lessons from history is this: thieves look for neglect, not riches. In old towns, homes with swept steps, moved tools, and visible wear from daily use were left alone. Empty-looking places, even modest ones, were tested. Today, the same rule applies. A house that looks maintained feels claimed. Trimmed edges, moved objects, subtle changes. Nothing fancy, just proof that someone notices details. Burglars don't fear strength as much as awareness. A camera is passive. Attention is personal. Long before alarms, survival depended on proximity. In early settlements, homes were safer when activity overlapped. Shared spaces, shared sightlines, shared habits. Not surveillance, familiarity. Modern versions still work. Homes that exist within a web of casual awareness, waves, nods, movement, are harder to isolate. Crime thrives in anonymity. It struggles where people feel known. This is why some houses on the same street get hit while others never do. The difference isn't technology, it's connection. History shows that resistance doesn't have to be dramatic. A stubborn latch, a noisy surface, an awkward entry point. Thieves avoided homes that slowed them down by even seconds, not because they couldn't get in, but because delay increases exposure. The safest homes introduce friction, nothing obvious, nothing aggressive, just enough inconvenience to make another option look better. That principle kept cabins safe on the frontier and apartments safe in cities. Here's a counterintuitive truth. Over-fortified homes can attract attention. Throughout history, houses that looked sealed tight signalled absence. Shutters closed, silence inside, no signs of life. Meanwhile, homes that felt occupied, even when empty, were skipped. Movement mattered. Noise mattered. Variation mattered. A lived-in house feels unpredictable, and unpredictability is kryptonite to criminals. Cameras record decisions already made. They don't change the initial calculation nearly as much as people think. Most burglars assume cameras exist. What they don't assume is engagement. A house that appears reactive, changing, responsive, noticed, creates doubt. Doubt leads to delay. Delay leads to abandonment. Abandonment prevents crime. That chain starts before technology ever enters the picture. The final lesson comes straight from the past. The safest homes weren't the strongest, they were the least certain. Unclear routines, signs of awareness, subtle resistance, social presence, and just enough friction to make risk feel unnecessary. This isn't paranoia. It's pattern recognition refined over centuries. And it's why some homes quietly remain untouched year after year. The frontier taught this lesson the hard way. Cities confirmed it, and today it still holds. Security isn't about watching harder, it's about being harder to read. If this kind of lost knowledge matters to you, the kind that keeps people safer without selling them fear, subscribe, share this with someone who thinks security is all about gadgets, and stay curious. The past still has a lot to teach those willing to listen.